Movie review number 1481 is Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 is a 1999 movie directed by John Lasseter, who also directed Toy Story 1. This is the third Pixar movie ever made into a feature film, but it's also Pixar's first sequel. So this is a Walt Disney Pictures and Pixar Animation Studios movie, and I saw this movie on October 18th, 2025 at Mariemont Theatre in Mariemont, Ohio. So this movie is another childhood movie of mine, as it probably is for a lot of people. And I also like to say that I have heard from many critics and audiences that Toy Story 2 is considered one of the greatest sequels ever made. While some people say it's better than the first movie. I actually agree. I loved the first movie, but I think the second movie was pretty better. So the movie takes place after the events of the first movie, where Woody, Buzz, and the other toys are in their new house. And Woody is about to go off to cowboy camp with Andy. Well, after Andy accidentally breaks Woody's arm, he leaves Woody behind at home, and this prompts Woody to wonder how much more time Andy may play with him before Andy decides to get rid of him. But then Woody gets himself involved in a situation when he's at this yard sale, and this collector who loves toys but also is very greedy, and he sees Woody there and he decides to steal him. Not buy him, but steal him. So when this happens, Buzz and the other toys must figure out where Woody is and get him back home before Andy gets back home from cowboy camp. So Buzz, Rex, Swinky, Mr. Potato Head, and Ham, who is the piggy bank, they all go out into the wilderness, or like in the city, to find Woody. Interesting, right? So the first movie, it was just a couple of places, including Andy's and Sis's house, and then Pizza Planet. But this time, it's really out in the big city. However, Woody discovers a lot more about himself, especially after he meets some new toys that they used to be part of this special collection from long ago. And Woody wonders if he even wants to go back home or not. So the movie revolves around Woody meeting these new toys after this collector steals him, and he wonders, will Andy play with him again ever since his arm got, well, not broken, but loose? Or whipped, I meant to say. And what would happen if Buzz and the toys find Woody? Can they convince him to bring him home? Oh, this was a really good movie. I definitely recommend it. So, just right from Toy Story 1, we see Tom Hanks voicing Woody in the movie, Tim Allen voices Buzz Lightyear, Joan Cusack voices Jessie. She is a cowgirl doll and member of the Roundup gang. She is one of the new toys that we see in this movie. We also see Kelsey Grammer voicing Stinky Pete. He is an elderly prospector doll and member of the Roundup gang. And let's just say, well, besides he is one of the other new toys that we see in this movie, let's just say that he has some secrets of his own. Uh-oh. So, Don Rickles voices Mr. Potato Head, Jim Varney portrays Slinky Dog, Wallace Shawn voices Rex, John Rassenberger voices Ham, Annie Potts voices Bo Peep, Estelle Harris voices Mrs. Potato Head, as a nod from at the end of the first movie, when Mrs. Potato Head got introduced, well, not introduced, but one of the kids got Mr. Potato Head as a present. And obviously Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head are now a couple. We also see John Morris voicing Andy Davis. Wayne Knight voices Al Midrigan. He is this toy collector and owner of Al's Toy Barn that kidnaps Woody in this movie. Rory Metcalf voices Andy's mother. R.L. Ermey voices Sarge. Joe Ranft portrays Reezy. He is a penguin toy with a broken streaker, who we also see in this movie as a new toy. Well, a different toy than the first movie, I meant to say. Julie Benson voices tour guide Barbie, a Barbie doll who meets Woody's friends in Al's Toy Barn. And we see a lot of Barbie dolls in this movie. Like, a lot. Jonathan Harris voices the Cleaner. Jeff Pidgerin voices aliens from... You probably have seen the aliens, these green alien toys from the first movie. And Andrew Stanton voices Evil Emperor Surd, who is Buzz's arch nemesis. Ooh. But yeah, this movie definitely broadens the scope of toys being out of the home. But this time, they're out in the big city trying to find Woody. They meet new toys along the way, even Woody. And you have to get back home before Andy gets back home. So the question is, can they get back home in time? Will they be able to get Woody back and bring him back home? Or will Woody want to stay with the Roundup gang? But yeah, this was a really great movie. A great sequel, a great story, and here's another interesting fact. They got this movie done. I read that they got this movie done in about 9 months. Like, this movie was supposed to be direct-to-video. But they eventually decided to make this a theatrical release, and they had a date in 1999, and they stuck to it. So they had only like 9 months to complete it all, and they were able to do that. Wow. So this movie was followed up with sequels Toy Story 3 and 4, with a 5th movie coming out next summer. But yeah, Toy Story 2 was really good, guys. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of Toy Story 2. Please stay tuned for the next movie review. Alright, goodbye.